It is my pleasure to be here with you to say a few words, but I feel like the first thing I should do is mention the federal election that we all just experienced not too long ago. You know, when that election started, people said that it was going to be a bit of a snoozer, right? It was going to be dull and predictable election. And in fact, it was a very, very exciting election. In fact, it's the most exciting election I've seen in a very long time. You know, just a few months ago, people used to tell me I was too young to be the NDP leader. And now, of course, I have a son who's older than some MPs that were elected in the last federal election. So I know that can be a pretty funny scenario, but I'm really excited about what happened in that election and the level of engagement that occurred during the federal election. For me, that was the most exciting piece. You know, it's no great secret to say that I was hoping myself for a little bit different of an outcome with the federal election. But I really do hope that the Prime Minister is ready to harness that energy and that excitement that took place during the campaign. You know, harness that energy of the new MPs, because there are so many of them. I include them a lot in my speeches. And that's not just because they mean a lot to me, of course they do, but it's because their story reminds me of how much change can happen in a single generation. When my father came to Canada from the former Czechoslovakia, he could walk into a plant and land a job that he'd pretty much have for the rest of his life. My mother worked as well, but focused mostly on raising the family. And it was a time when you actually could raise a family on a single income or close to it. It was a time when someone like me, who's the daughter of an auto worker, could actually go to university and get an education without ending up with a mountain of debt. Though I did get very good. You know, New Democrats realize, perhaps more than most, that if we're going to confront the challenges ahead, we can't do so under a massive debt burden. Economists have studied the Federal Department of Finance fiscal tables and have findings that may surprise many of you in this room. New Democrat governments have a better track record than any other party. Liberals, Conservatives, you can even throw in the Parti Québécois and the Social Credit. But NDP governments haven't just spent less time in deficit. If we look at the size of the deficits as a share of GDP, New Democrat governments also have the best record. Now, it's not for me to brag about any of this, but I think it's important that people know what the facts are. Long-serving NDP governments in provinces like Saskatchewan and Manitoba have a proven track record of economic policy. And my friend Darrell Dexter, of course, is setting a similar example as the first NDP premier in the province of Nova Scotia. There is no contradiction between effective economic development and effective social investment for them. They have successfully encouraged high rates of economic growth, developed cutting-edge environmental policies, created good jobs and a strong social safety net while maintaining competitive tax rates.